So, if any of you guys know the Batman, I'm pretty sure, I don't know who dropped it or who released it. I'm pretty sure Matt Reeves did. I don't think it was leaked or anything. But you can check it out. It's
no, he dropped it because Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
He tweeted
so Matt
Reeves.
Reeves, yeah. It was Matt
so
Reeves.
did, oh boy.
Yeah, Matt Reeves, Barry Keoghan, they dropped it, released it. There's a 5-minute clip of Batman talking to Barry Keoghan's Joker, which is a deleted scene. And
I love how it's on YouTube already too.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
we did anybody can watch it.
Really? Yeah, we did a reaction to it. The problem was our reaction ended up being 20 minutes long because we were over here arguing back and forth about the Joker's new look, and so it's taking a while to upload. So it will be uploaded tonight, by the end of tonight for sure, on our channel. I like the Joker's look for this. Like, he looks scary. He looks menacing. If you lined up Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, and I'll add Cesar Romero's Joker. You can add him in there, and Barry Keoghan's Joker. I'm gonna be terrified of this one right here.
He almost looks like Jerome from Gotham's.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah,
like he reminds me of that one comic with Joker where he's holding up the face.
Oh, what's that Batman series? Is it Death in the Family? No. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where he skinned his own face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He definitely looks like he has a lot of scars. And what Matt Reeves said about the smile, apparently that's a condition that he's had since birth. So, I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's intimidating. It's scary. The laugh is okay. It's not as loud. I didn't get to hear it as clearly because, it's behind...
The glass.
And everything. So it's not as loud as the others yet. So I got to really hear it to kind of compare it. I still think the best Joker laugh to me is Joaquin Phoenix. I really like his.
Ha ha hee hee ha ha hoo hoo.
Oh no, that's Heath Ledger. What you talking about?
Now Harvey,
I do like that. I do like Heath Ledger, but Joaquin Phoenix felt like the most like, oh, okay, this is the closest to Mark Hamill's Joker.
Mark Hamill.
Compare Mark Hamill. Yeah, he's the best.
That's the standard.
Yeah, that's the standard right there.
Or it could be Jared Leto. Yeah. That's under the Count from Sesame Street.
For sure. I think a lot of us fans though can agree though that this scene wasn't needed in the movie.
Right.
And it's kind of glad that it's a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Because it just takes away from other characters with like Riddler, Penguin, and you don't want to throw the Joker out there in the first movie. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with the way it was with the little short, what was it, like at least a minute long with him talking to the Riddler at the end of the movie. Batman spoilers, by the way, people. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it.
I think.
What do you think, Javante?
But you're the clown. I mean, everyone know how I feel. I'm going to start by saying because I know this ain't our channel exactly, but I know they always come from my head when I talk about DC. It always come from my head saying I'm tripping or something like that.
Because you are tripping,
but I will say for me, I mean, look, I'm sad I said in our review, everyone's entitled to have their opinion about their Joker, what Joker they like. For me, I don't like how he looks. I don't like the hair all missing and shit. I don't like it personally. But to each his own. I like more of a classy Joker. A classic, like more classical looking stuff.
Purple suit,
more like, you know what I mean, like
yeah.
Not more menacing because of who he is, more than just like physically looking at him.
Well, let me ask you this: one, what if he does like his hair is patchy because it could be the chemicals that ended up causing his hair to fall out, or
if that's the reason, I don't like how it looks.
Or what if he pulled the hair out himself? Like
I
don't like how it looks. I still don't like how it looks. Also, you how he's gonna look coming out of the prison. I still don't like that.
Also, hear me out. Number 2, this man is in prison. He does not care about his health. How many motherfuckers are going to keep up with their health in prison?
I mean, I never been in prison, but I'm sure people.
I would imagine. I imagine that's probably the least of your worries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, I'm saying, like, if this is what you're showing. Well,
this ain't just prison. This is Arkham Asylum.
No, but let's be honest. Matt Reeves put this clip out also knowing that we were going to react to it and people were going to look at it and get their opinion about the Joker. Because we barely saw him in the film a little. We saw a little clip, which was enough for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to see. Like, I agree with what you said.
Yeah.
But you didn't really see too much about, like, overall, like, the face and stuff. Like, this is put out here to show us this is my Joker where, like, I want some feedback.
I mean,
some ideas. And I think this is what he's going to look like coming out. He may not have the jumpsuit, but this is the look he's going to have. Like, the hair, face. I think this is what it's going to look like coming out. You can't tell me unless you'll put a weave on him. I mean, like, This is what he goes. I just like to look at. To me, this looks like some horror, which is cool. But it doesn't feel like, to me, like what I look at when I think of Joker. Like there's certain aspects of Joker I just think about. Even if you want to make some change like Heath Ledger's and different tone with the paint or putting the powder or the paint and stuff, like the skin being bleached.
Let me ask you this: he has green hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has
barely got hair, but yeah, he got green hair.
He has bleached skin, right?
Yeah, somewhat bleached. Yeah.
He has a weird smile, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like Joker to me.
I mean, yeah, you can say, I mean, if you like the Joker, you like the Joker. I mean, to me, I personally prefer more of a somewhat of a classical look. I mean, it's taking a chance. He's taking a definitely chance because some people are gonna like this, some people are gonna hate this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the good thing is it's a deleted scene.
No. This is official, DeAndre. Don't say that deleted scene stuff.
But hear me out. It's not canon, right?
This is canon.
But you know what I mean. It's a deleted scene. So if they wanted to, depending on the reaction from it, they could always change it up. Because the only scene they showed in the theater, to the actual scene in the movie, it shows him. You don't get a clear look at him.
I don't see Matt Reeves change because Matt Reeves, when he got the backlash about how the bat suit and how people weren't really liking the cowl, he still stuck by what he liked. So I don't think this is gonna be
like you said, to each his own, right?
Yeah, to each his own at the end of the day. It just depends what kind of Joker you like. Everyone has a different take on Joker that they like and they prefer, especially fits like look wise. And for me, this is just a lot.
So the thing I like about it, the look, I'm kind of just waiting to see down the road what he has planned for his Joker. But I like the dialogue between him and Batman because, I mean, you see the Joker kind of like when he takes, the notes Batman has on Riddler, and he's sitting there going, I like this. And then, he's egging on Batman throughout the dialogue. He's teasing Batman. Mm-hmm. And the part that really gets me is like when he says, he's like you, but he's righteous with it. And then you see Batman get pissed off because Batman swears he's not like these criminals. Well, I think the biggest argument against Batman is the people in Arkham are like this because of Batman, right? And like the Joker, like you didn't see this kind of relationship really with any live action Batman. I mean, with Keaton and Nicholson, it was kind of like just strictly combat. He's a villain, he's a hero,
right?
And then with Heath Ledger and Christian Bale, you did see that, but unfortunately, with Heath's passing, we're just never going to see that relationship go any further than what it was. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about Jared Leto.
We don't.
So we don't talk about that. Simply put.
And that's
the closest thing. We don't talk about Leto.
That's another one. Not to cut you off. That's another Joker.
I understood that reference.
Thank you.
That's another Joker that's been.
I understood that reference.
That's another Joker that was out there, that was created, that people were like, this don't feel like Joker. I get it's David Ayer's view of Joker, but all the tattoos and stuff, people were like,
the moment I saw the grill, I was done.
The moment when I saw that man driving that Bugatti, that purple Bugatti in Gotham with the neon lights, I'm like, bro, that ain't nothing Joker would do.
Actually, no. The moment I saw that Joker run a nightclub, and pimp away Harley Quinn.
If he would been low key, I would have a problem with that.
The moment he opened his mouth, bro, I was like, that ain't Joker. It just was.
Actually,
it was
the
shitty
moment I saw him
dialogue.
put his hand over his mouth with the tattoo smile, I was like,
I had no problem with that.
He was like,
Bugatti thing.
No. What got me was you belong to this fine. Honka.
Yeah,
man, it was just terrible.
You know why though? Let's be honest.
Why do people want an Ayer cut? That's not going to save the movie.
That movie's ass.
It really is not going to.
But also, people said Jared Leto really try to find a way to get in the character, like sending people use comments like that. I think everybody tries to.
And that is a weird way.
I think because Heath Ledger, everyone tries to try to find Heath Ledger did this. He stayed in the closet by himself for the whole time. Mm-hmm. So I think everyone tries to find their way of getting themselves into that situation where they could play that character because a character that's very
out there.
Actually, cool thing if you guys don't know about Heath Ledger, the scenes in the Batman where he had the camera and he was recording himself like with the hostage and everything. He actually recorded that himself and sent that to Christopher Nolan to use.
Nice
for the
rest in peace to a legend.
So really cool stuff.
But this for me, man, it's cool. I mean, it also I know people said the Riddler had a different look, and that's different because the Riddler's only had one other film adaptation from live action film adaptation, which was the Jim Carrey,
and that one is like strictly straight out of a comic book.
And that's old. That's like from 92, 94, 95, something like that. Yeah. Or 96, something like that. So it's an older film, so that's one adaptation. I've seen so many Jokers that there's certain things I expect out of a Joker.
Well, here's my thing with that, and especially because I understand your viewpoint with we don't need the Joker. Like everybody doesn't want to see Joker because Batman has so many other villains we want to touch up on.
Right.
And I mentioned this before we started this show, is that when you have these different versions, these different takes, people want to see what these other characters look like in that director's universe.
But that's why the characters can never be pushed forward. And I'll take it to another point. We can come back to this. If you look at the horror genre, it's the main reason why people have said Halloween needs to get rid of Laurie Strode. They have to kill her off and move on. Because you can't, if you keep on attaching a character to another character, I get Batman and Joker kind of united, but there's other characters that there's other great characters in Batman. There's other great villains. It's not like he has like 2 villains.
Yeah.
He has other great villains you can use. But the problem is everyone attaches Batman to Joker.
Well, because
they always gotta have it.
Well, because Joker is always that one villain that pushes Batman
but
over the edge.
And that's why we keep getting recycles of similar films. We don't get nothing new. We haven't seen no Clayface. We might not get no Mr. Freeze because we're still stuck on trying to get Joker. And I feel like I'm tired of seeing everybody make an adaptation and have to have a Joker in it. Can there be a universe where can somebody make of their own Bat universe where there's no Joker? We got Mr. Freeze is one of the most interesting villains because he's not really truly a villain.
He really isn't.
He's about his wife and he loves his love interest, his wife and stuff like that, trying to get her from being sick. Like those are interesting characters who I want to see. I'm tired of seeing Jokers.
Yeah.
But to DeAndre's point, I feel like no matter what Batman, animated, a video game, whatever, people are gonna ask, well, where's the Joker?
That's fine. You can ask all you want. But
Even when Spider-Man came out, when the new Tom Holland Spider-Man, when his film series came out, I was interested in seeing, I wonder what his Dr. Octopus is gonna look like. I wonder who his Green Goblin would be.
That's another character.
They were able to bring people from the other version, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Even before that, though, they've done Shocker. They've done Shocker in Spider-Man. I like the Shocker. But they've done Shocker before.
They teased Scorpion.
They did Vulture. How long have people been asking for Vulture? We did Vulture.
They teased Scorpion.
Yeah. They teased Scorpion. I mean, they've done a good job. Kevin Feige's done a great job of trying to get new characters and characters.
Well, I think the other problem is just that. I think, in my opinion, and if you can agree or disagree, I think as far as a hero and villain go, there's probably none more iconic, nor, what's the word?
I got some.
AC came on for you.
The word can't speak the truth. I gotta speak.
I feel like there's no.
I don't care speaking.
There's no relationship that's been explored more than Batman and Joker, and I feel like, especially in live action. I mean, like I said, Heath Ledger. When he passed, that story ended. So we never had to explore that relationship down the road. Mm-hmm. With Nicholson and Keaton, it never was explored after that.
Right.
This could be the first time we actually truly do explore, like, what makes Batman and Joker like such a complicated duo.
At that point, you're talking about probably that's a 2-movie film. That's basically 2 movies of Joker.
But here's my thing. What if Joker isn't the main character in any of those movies? He's not the main villain, but he's a guy in Arkham.
How can you have Joker but not having the main villain?
Right.
He's in Arkham. Batman visits Arkham.
This is my last point.
We don't act like Batman visits Arkham regularly.
This is my last point. I'll shut up.
What if
I like this point? I'm gonna be that real.
Let me ask you this real quick. What if? And I bring this up all the time. What if Joker is the Nick Fury in this situation, like how Marvel is, and slowly Batman is putting these villains in Arkham, and Joker is befriending each and every one of them, setting up. And let's say, I don't know.
This ain't Gorilla Grodd, my guy.
The final
You're talking about some Gorilla Grodd type stuff.
What are you talking about?
This is Joker. Joker's.
He did it in the games. He took over Arkham. That's Arkham Asylum.
So now you tell me for the third movie you want Arkham film.
Where Robert Pattinson Batman.
I would actually
find his way. No.
You tell me you wouldn't want to watch a full set Arkham movie with Robert Pattinson Batman?
I would.
Yes, I would. You'd be crazy not to. Kenneth, would you?
I want a Batman film, just there's a whole Batman movie about Batman. No Bruce Wayne, just straight Batman all night.
In Arkham? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Beat up on them criminally insane folks.